All right, well, we made it to another Friday, so we have another Finish Strong Friday for you. So, welcome to Friday, July 23rd, 2021. Only got one more Friday left, so I don't know what you got to get done next week. But if you need the weekend to help you, this is the last one. So get in there and get it done. I know I am jam packed next week, so I know a lot of you are trying to really get a lot of stuff done in July, so I'm here for you. But if you need me, you better reach out quick to a to b for me.info/15 with Don, because I am booked pretty solid. But I'm happy to help you if we can find some time to help you get through July. But all right, well, today we're going to continue with overcoming obstacles, and you'll be hearing that again for the next 10 weeks, because we're going to continue overcoming obstacles to get us through. We got 4 modules, 20 sessions, so we're going to do some really good stuff for you. All right, well, let's get through here real quick. Let me make some changes here. I'm gonna go. Let's take Finish Strong Friday off, because we all know it's Finish Strong Friday. And then let's get me out of here, and I'll make this bigger for you, and we'll get rolling with overcoming obstacles. We're going to be in lesson 2, so welcome to session 2. We're going to be going. And the title for this one is "Achieve Your Goals Regardless of Obstacles." We're going to go over some strategies to help you achieve your goals regardless of obstacles. Of course, that guy, he's looking down all the obstacles he just went through, but been there, done that on some of those things. But those some of my scouts, so we went out to Philmont and did Mount Baldy, and they're like, "Mr. Hastings, I think they named this after you, right?" And I was like, "Hey, wait a minute, boys." But anyway, yeah, been up high, it's fun. It's fun up there in the altitude. All right, let's get on with it. Well, you can be sure that life will at times be a twisted path of potholes around which you must navigate. And we're not talking about just the ones that VDOT hadn't taken care of here in Virginia, but you've likely been through phases of your life already where you wondered if your luck would ever change. And of course, we've all heard the quote, the harder I work, the luckier I get. But then things calmed down and you discovered the smoother, straighter road. So you've already been through some of these peaks and valleys in your life, and again, there's no reason to think that there's only going to be one, right? That's what life is about. It's about challenges. It's about growing, and that's what success is all about. It's about growing and getting better and helping other people. So we're going to have these things, and anytime that we go after great, there's going to be something out there, going to be a challenge out there to help us grow. Because regardless of where your journey leads, it's important to be able to continue making progress to meet the goals you've established for yourself. And as we get going, of course, our goals, they get bigger. We might start out with a little bit of belief, and then also we got a little bit more belief. So they're going to be your stretch goals are going to be bigger. Especially by the time we get through this program. But through the tough times, staying focused on what you want in life will keep your spirits high and bring you joy. And we talk about focus a lot here at A to B for me. And the key then to a fulfilled life is to achieve your goals no matter what. This session gives you 5 strategies that you can always use to keep obstacles from stopping you. So I'm going to get you the key so you can unlock these things. Now, try these tips to continue going for your goals even when life's road gets rough. Okay, and that looks like my driveway. Every time I spend half a day on the property, I get out there and I find some of the asphalt, there's a little bit something sticking through. but when that gets rough, we're going to help you keep going. So here's your first strategy. And the first strategy, like this guy, know exactly what you're after in life. And that was, in the 5 days ago, we went over life purpose and what is really important to you. But if you haven't been through the program, and maybe you used to know what exactly you're after in life, but these things change. So every year, we really want to review this. And sometime every 6 months, you want to review this. I kind of review it every 12 weeks. And that's why we use a 12-week year at A to B for me. So you can go back and say, okay, I've gone through these 12 weeks, or is that still where we're headed? Is that what we want to do? But what do you want your life to be like? When you're sure, you can then plan your activities over the short and long term to help you achieve your goals. So, and that's really where a lot of folks just fall short. They really have never sat down. And or maybe they think they know, but then their significant other has different ideas, and now you've got a situation, right? You got to either change some ideas or maybe change a significant other or something if you're gonna get to where you want to be, but you want to try and get to where you want to be together, right? But think about, what do you want your life to be like? Strategy two, keep your list of life goals short and to the point. And when we do some of our first mentoring sessions, this is, and of course, we're A to B for me. And when we talk about A to B, sometimes it looks like that top thing when we're talking with our new mentees. They're like all over the place. I mean, come on, let's get to the point. Where do you want to be? What are your goals? Let's make them short, sweet. What is A to B, right? Some examples of life goals are: I want to save 25% of my yearly earnings for the kids' education, vacations, and retirement. Okay, well, let's put that in. Let's quit pussyfooting around and let's figure out a way that we can save 25%. Take a budget-friendly vacation out of the country every 5 years. Okay, now we know. We know what we want to do. Now let's A to B it, and let's get that straight line going. Let's quit this squiggly mess and get it in the plan and get it rolling for you. Retire when I'm 67. Okay, well, some people actually want to retire. They're not like me. Well, maybe it's not just retire. Maybe it's retire from what you're having to do to getting to do what you want to do, right? And that's where we are, most of us in life. I've been entrepreneurial all my life, but I'm never going to retire. I'll still be talking to you folks, and right up until the day, right? And then all of a sudden I'll be done. But God will tell me when it's time to go. But I'm not going to retire. But what we want to do. We want to sit down and let's get down some definite list of life goals and make them short and to the point. Strategy number three, infuse elements of achieving your goals into your everyday life. You don't want to forget these things, and that you got to keep them. The subconscious has to see these things, and it has to just, visual is huge, and that's why I like vision boards. Again, people think, well, you talk bad about them all the time. You talk about action boards all the time. Well, I like multiple places. I don't know what that glitch was about right there, but you want to in multiple places, and you want to make sure that the subconscious is on board. But you have to have action behind this. But let's say one of your goals is a trip out of the country, and it's going to be to Australia 3 years from now. So we sat down and you said, okay, well, one of my budgeted plans trips is going. We want to go to Australia. Well, okay. Let's get some stuff. Let's get some pictures. Let's get some guidebooks. Have a couple of books about Australia laying around the house, on your coffee table, on your nightstand. Listen to music from Australia on your MP3 maybe, or watch television shows about the Aussie land, right? Some things. Get out there, get some books, get some videos. And let's get this deep seated in your subconscious so that you're already there. And it's just a matter of getting on the plane. Worst case scenario, you're ready when you get there, right? Some of you know me, man. The most fun part of traveling sometimes is the plan, getting the plan going. I'm a real big Rick Steves fan. Some of you know that have been around me. I like Rick. He's got these great guidebooks. He's got great videos. I don't go on his tours, but I use his guidebooks and I'm planning these things out. But I like the history of it. So when I get somewhere, I'm getting to just edify my knowledge of it. So I can go in there and say, okay, yeah, here, this happened, this happened, this happened. Oh yeah, here's that, here's that, here's that. I wanted to see that. Yeah, that's that. So it just really, really makes a big difference when you get on board with your goals. And travel, as you can tell, is a huge one for me. And I love getting on board with travel, because when we're doing these things, I've got stuff everywhere. And then, of course, when we get there, I've got this huge plan and this itinerary. And Jan's like, well, wait a minute. No, we're on vacation. We're sleeping until like 1 o'clock. So I don't know what you had planned for that morning, but that ain't happening. So we got to get to adjust at that point. But infuse elements of achieving your goal into your everyday life, and it might be a car, it might be a house, whatever it is. But get those things in out it so you can see these things and visualize these things on a daily basis. Also, have reminders and tasks to do that are related to meeting your life goals throughout your home. Uh, make your life goals part of your everyday life so that even when times get bumpy, you'll be able to keep your eyes on what's really important to you. And again, that's the purpose of a vision board. And in the Phoenix Journal, there's a place for one in the back, and that's why I love the Phoenix Journal. Everything is in there, but you got a great place for your vision board. So the things that you have all around you in your office, in your car, in your bathroom mirrors, in your refrigerator, wherever you got it, you can have it there too. So when you're at a meeting, you're about to go into a meeting, you can flip open that Phoenix Journal and there's your vision board. If you're having a rough day, go out to the car, go to the park, a park bench, look at your vision board, get yourself back into it so that you can know every day where you're going and why you're putting up with this mess, right? So that's a huge part of staying on task. Strategy number 4, talk positively to yourself. Now, I love this graphic. It's kind of an elementary school type graphic, right? Positive self-talk. What does it mean? Well, it means sending yourself positive messages and encouragement. It is not rude or mean, is not what everyone says about you. Right? I mean, and that's what you get into beating up yourself, because it's important, because it helps you keep going and believe what is true about yourself. And it can help you when you're feeling discouraged or like, I'm not good enough, right? I can see a little kid writing that. But it can be quite helpful to use positive self-talk. That's kind of an understatement there. But when you do, you'll be more likely to keep working toward your goals in life. Say something like, I'm in a rough patch, but I'll still keep saving for my retirement and my kids' educations. Because there's setbacks, there's things that happen. We had a huge setback in 2020, right? The little thing called COVID. It's still affecting some people. So it might have been a rough patch for someone, but that's okay. That's one of the reasons why I advocate 12-week year for folks, because 12-week year, you're working your goals every 12 weeks, and if something happens, you can adjust. You can zig, you can zag, you can alter the course just a little bit to help keep you on track. But talk positive to yourself. Don't let the subconscious beat you up. Again, I get on the subconscious so much. And of course, if you've been in my sessions, subconscious for me, I name it Frankenstein, and I name the conscious mind Einstein, because Einstein has all these great ideas. And Frankenstein is always, the negative one, but the subconscious is good in the fact that the subconscious mind is there to be sure that your life is preserved. Be sure that you stay alive. It's there to protect you. But sometimes it needs a little coaxing to get out of that protective zone. And that's where the conscious mind comes in. So anytime you get down on yourself and let the subconscious take over and do some negative self-talk about, nah, you can't do that. We did that before. It didn't happen. You're not good enough for that. Blah, 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 blah. Just go in and let Einstein take over. And let's get some positive words in there and get your belief system back on track. Some other examples of positive self-talk are, I can get through this challenging phase just like I did before. So go back and remember these things. I'm reading John Wooden on leadership, and one of the things that he did every year for the UCLA championship teams, all of them, was he would go back and look at all of his records from the last year on the specific dates of training, what he did and what worked and what didn't. And that's one of the beauties of a journal. You can go back and you can look. You got a record of what you did, what time frames you did, what thoughts you had. You can go back and look at these things. You can say, hey, I got through it then. I can get through it now. And what we're talking about here is going from thunderstorms in the brain to rainbows. That's what it's all about. You might say, as long as I keep moving forward, things will be okay. And life has in store many more wonderful adventures for me. And again, positive self-talk, in a huge way, is just our affirmations every single day. If you flood your brain with rainbows, affirmations, when you go to bed at night, when you get up in the morning, midday when you're getting your butt kicked, get these affirmations in your brain, and it's going to help keep you moving forward and let your subconscious know, hey, things are going to be okay. All right. So using self-talk, positive self-talk will help you keep your spirits buoyed when you feel like you're floundering in choppy waters. And I have been caught in the Chesapeake Bay in a little Cal 20 with something resembling that. And it can be kind of harrowing, but you want to make sure that you say, I got this. We can make this happen. Let's get the sails down. Let's anchor up, and let's just let's weather the storm here. So that's a big part of positive self-talk. All right, strategy number 5, reflect on your efforts in order to reinforce them. All right, remember that success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. We talked about that in our strategy session our accountability session last Wednesday. Little things make big things happen. So even though you may be struggling, think about what you accomplished just this week to achieve your goals. There's something in there. That's why we do that weekly accountability meeting. What were some of your successes this week? What percentage of key actions? What percentage of key productive indicators did you get accomplished? Those types of things. That's why it's so important to do that weekly accountability meeting. So if you're not attending the WAMs, come on, get involved in that, because that's going to help you move yourself forward. Maybe just made a couple of phone calls or explored the internet to gather information, but you were taking care of some key actions. You're working on goals, on tasks toward your goal. Maybe you drew up a new budget to ensure you're on target for saving for your life goals. If you don't have a journal, and you're not writing these things in here, the subconscious mind is going to allow you to forget that you did these great little things. So write these things down. Go back and review these things every single day, right? Reflect, plan, execute. Reflect on what you did yesterday, and then plan for tomorrow, plan for today, and then execute. But you got to write these things down. You have to have a record of what you accomplished, or your subconscious mind is not going to give your conscious mind credit, and you're going to be in a belief deficit before too long. So here's what it looks like. I mean, the fact is that you did something, right? You got efforts, you got results, and you got a target up there, and that's where those two intersect. And recognizing that you've done something will reinforce your efforts in your quest to achieve your goals. So you can excel in times of great challenge, because you go back and say, if I just keep doing this, I see I'm getting closer. I see that my efforts and my results that axis is coming together, XY is coming together up here, and I'm pretty close to getting a lot closer to my goal right now. So just keep that in mind. And that's what the weekly accountability meetings will do for you. That's what the Phoenix Journal will do for you. It'll help you go back, and that's what the 12-week year will do for you. And what am I talking about here? I'm talking about 84 days. I'm come out right said, if you haven't taken 84 days at A to B for me, you need to take it. It's 12 weeks that'll really turn things around for you, and also it'll get you in the network with us, so we can have these. You can get all those support materials that we bring along with this program here. But the fact is, you got to keep remembering and give yourself credit for the little things, because the little things make big things happen. All right, you got to look at it. Is this an obstacle? Or is this an opportunity? There's a big old wall in front of you. Well, get out that dadgum sledgehammer, right? Keep working toward accomplishing your goals, even though life throws out more than a few obstacles at you. It's going to happen. If it was easy, I used to tell everybody, if it was easy, Granny'd be doing it, right? Get out there and just make it happen. Put your big boy or big girl panties on and get your sledgehammer out and start busting the hell out of that wall. Because I guarantee you, the good things are behind that wall. It's an obstacle to a great opportunity, and that's what you have to see it as. And plus the fact that the skills that you're going to get, one of the biggest opportunities are just the skills and the satisfaction that you get by knocking down that obstacle or making it through. But keep working toward these goals, even when you get thrown a loop, because you're going to get thrown a loop. I guarantee you that. All right. Know what you're after. You have to stay focused. You have to stay laser focused. You got to have those goals every week. And again, your 12 week is going to be based on 4 of those, which is a year. You get a couple of years together. You got your 3 to 5 year plan, whatever it is. Know what you're going for. What is your destiny in each of your goal areas? You have to know that. And you have to stay focused. And that's, again, why you tote around this journal with you, because you've got it with you all the time, and you can stay focused. You can flip back and look at that vision board. You can look at your goals. You can look at your affirmations. It's all right there for you. You got your weekly, you got your monthly plans, but you got to stay focused. All right. Make your life goals a part of your daily life and use positive self-talk. Okay, we're in review stage now. So you got your life goals. And maybe you pop that back to a 5-year plan. A lot of people still do that. And then you got your daily goals. So, and inside those, you got your career. You got your bucket list of things you want to do. You got your financial goals, your family, your social, your personal, whatever your goal sets are, you got them in there, but you just scale them back. So you're going from life to 5-year to daily, right? What we do here at A to B for me, we got life. We got maybe a 1 year. Then we got your 12-week goals and get them in line for you. But the bottom line is you have to tell yourself, I've got this. I got it. Let the subconscious know we got this. But if you're not reviewing it every day and you don't know what they are, you're not going to be able to stay on track. Again, acknowledge what you've done to keep moving forward. Stay focused, stay consistent, stay positive, and keep moving forward. But you've got to acknowledge what you've done and the progress that you've made. And that, again, is accountability every single week, so you know where you went, what you could do better, and what you're going to do this next week. So you apply these strategies to help you consistently work to meet your life goals. And if you do, you'll accomplish whatever you want, no matter what. Because again, the bottom line is you got this. I'm telling you, you hear me tell you all the time, and all our posts and everywhere we're at the very top of our website. I know you've got this. It's just you just need a little help, need a little assistance to get things rolling for yourself. The next session, if you know the most common obstacles and how to overcome them, you'll have a huge advantage in the game of life, don't you think? I mean, but we have to know the most common obstacles. We got to know, and then we want to know how to overcome them. And then we know that if we have those 2 things in our arsenal, it's going to be a huge advantage to us as we go through life. So you can look forward to receiving that information next session, which is our weekly accountability meeting next Wednesday. So look forward to that. But first, we've got a few things here for you. Got a to-do list for you. Now, if you're in the network, which is our A to B for Me community, hop up there into the resources section, because we've got a lot of stuff up there for you. We've got the outline of this. We've got slides. We've got some other things for you up there. But if you're not in the network yet, we don't want to leave you out. So here's some things to do. Here's what you need to do. Number 1, for one day, I want you to notice the types of things you say to yourself. So get your piece of paper out or get your cell phone out, take a picture of the screen, because this is what you want to do. And then let's look at how much of it is negative. So we're taking our one day in our life, and we're saying, okay, what is this? Now, I would do it every day, but I'm just saying for one day, notice these things. How much of it's negative? How do you think this negative self-talk influences your attitude and results? And you should be able to tell immediately what's going on in your life. So when you get through there, I mean, if you normally had a challenge and you just gave up on it, and you check yourself and say, no, we can do this, then go through it. But notice how that negative self-talk is going to influence your attitude and results. And I tell you, the bottom line is, first of all, you probably don't really notice how many times you do this to yourself in a day. And so it's going to help you really bring that to the surface. And then, how does it affect your ability to overcome life's obstacles. These things do build up. And again, I see this every week on the golf course. I really have to check myself because golf is one of those games. A lot of people don't like golf, but the reason why I like golf is because it's one shot at a time. You can always redeem yourself. You got a bad shot, you just keep a positive attitude, you keep it rolling. I just think it's an awesome life experience game because you can hit a bad shot, and you can next one you can get it back on track, and then you can actually make your goal, which is for some people's a par, for us it's a birdie, but we always want to try and beat the course. But you want to just notice how often you're using negative self-talk and what it's really doing to you. So there's your to-dos. You've had enough time, hopefully, to write that down. I would just take a picture of it with your cell phone, and then you'll have it. All right. Well, that's it for overcoming obstacles for this week. We talked about what we're going to do next week, but I'm going to hop back in here for you real quick and say goodbye to you because I want you to have an awesome rest of the Friday. Have a great weekend. Again, just a reminder, we do have another Saturday, but we don't have another Sunday. So if you got to get some things done by the end of the month, you might want to take a little time maybe on a Saturday, maybe a little bit on a Sunday or something to help get you going. If you need more than 5 to get you going next week to get your goals done for this month, but reach out to me again. If any of you want to schedule a one-on-one strategy session with me, just go up to a2bforme.info/15 with Don. I'll give you a complimentary 15-minute session. You're going to when you book that, you're going to see 4 questions that you need to be prepared for. So don't make it today or in 15 minutes from now, because I want you to have a day or so to review those questions so we can make our time productive, because time is an invaluable resource. We can make more money, but we can't make more time. So let's appreciate time and respect it. All right. Well, have a great one. Again, have a great weekend. I hope you get to spend some time with your family. Get a little bonding going on there. But have a great one. Relax if you can. Get recharged for next week. I'll have a great weekly challenge for you on Monday. So get ready for that as well. But have a good one and keep moving in the direction of your dreams. We'll talk to you later.